Hey guys, it's moi. Now before anybody gets on my booty about it, Izzy is going to give you a little disclaimer.
Before this video even starts, here's a little disclaimer. We have absolutely, positively nothing against Gooseworks. Nothing. We love Gooseworks projects. We love what she's done with the place. We love that she still interacts with fans even though they're doing a bunch of bullshit. But what we want to understand is why she's still giving them a bunch of concert things and why she's still making it seem like it's completely fine for her community to make her mental health all the way in the dogs. We love her, and we care for all the voice actors. This video is for educational purposes only, and is not to be taken as bullying, harassment, disrespect, or anything under the such. Now enjoy!
Thank you for that. Now, today, this is a short little video on what Gooseworks is doing and the fact that Now this is a very unpopular opinion, but it's going to be an opinion that some people in this world are going to finally start to realize. And the opinion is, I don't understand why Gooseworks is giving you guys, her tiny little community, such an award as a movie. Now, before you ask, Digital Circus, some people don't know what Digital Circus is. That's crazy. Digital Circus is a tiny little community made by Glitch and Gooseworks herself, where they basically have made, an entire community on animation. Where Jax, Ragatha, Kane, Bubble, Kinger, Queenie, Zubul, Gabriella, etc. They are all in there and they are stuck in some kind of digital world and they cannot get out. Kane has been snatched off of the planet and everyone on the internet is talking about they miss him as if they knew him even though they didn't. So, here's the thing. Before you guys say, oh, why are you being mean to Gooseworks? Why do you not like her? It's not that I don't like her. I don't like what she's doing, and here's the reason why. The Digital Circus community is extremely, extremely, extremely toxic. Not only have they doxed her, not only have they disrespected the freaking Digital Circus community so much. Like, you can't say anything. You cannot say that Funny Bunny is not canon without getting death threats. You cannot sit down and say anything about Kinger, about Queenie, about Gangle without somebody going down to your freaking, what the fuck is wrong with my cat? Without somebody trying to dig, what is the matter? Are you on crack? What's wrong with you? Are you Gucci? What's the matter? Why are you twitching? What the hell is wrong with you? Ma'am, are you on something? Who gave you catnip? I ain't give you no catnip. I ain't got that kind of moolah. The fuck? But anywho, skadoosh, the reason, you can't say anything. Not only can you not say anything, but you can't do anything. You can't make an animation without somebody giving you death threats. You can't make or say anything without somebody making it seem like their life depends on it. You legitimately can't even exist in the same community without somebody saying, oh, well, you can't do this. I don't like it, so I'm going to kill you, or I'm going to threaten you, or I'm going to legitimately say that I'm going to go to your house and I'm going to throw a freaking cannonball at you just because you don't appreciate the ship that is non-existent and shouldn't exist. So in my eyes, I don't understand why Gooseworks decides upon herself and the entire community that they think that it's completely fine to not only give their community that's legitimately making her entire mental health go down the drain, go down the sewage pipe. I don't understand why she is sitting here making it seem like she can reward them by doing that. Because last time I checked, she had to delete her own Reddit account because of her community. And you're telling me that you're going to give them a freaking movie? A movie? Movie all the way in Mexico? It's just doing a little too much in my opinion. Now, this is my opinion. My opinion is straightly that the Digital Circus community has been doing a little too much. It's been doing a little too much. Not only is it, because in my eyes, it's just another animation studio. Yes, it is a great animation studio. It's the most greatest animations I've ever seen, but there are more animations out there who are way better than Digital Circus, who deserve way more love, who deserve a motherfucking cafe, who deserve a whole live studio, who deserve all this merch, who deserve everything. And yeah, guess what they don't get? They don't get the love, they don't get the passion, they don't get the ships, they don't get the merch, they don't get anything that the Digital Circus is getting, even though they look way better and have more effort than the Digital Circus community is getting into. And I just feel like they not only are doing too much, but y'all were just praising it just a bit too much. Because again, Digital Circus is a great animation and I absolutely adore it. It's the most greatest animation I've ever seen so far in this freaking 2026 life. But there are more animations who deserve love, and it's making I'm not gonna be mean to y'all, but it's making it seem like y'all are glazing it way too much. Y'all are glazing them. Y'all just glazing way too much. You're glazing something that doesn't need to be glazed, okay? You can glaze it, but you're making it seem like it's the Chick-fil-A macaroni. Like, this is exactly what you guys are doing. When the Chick-fil-A macaroni came out, you guys were making it seem like it's the most delicious thing on earth when it was just macaroni, and it was kind of nasty and it was plain, and the only reason why it was good was when you put that crumble that freaking stuff that came with it on top of it. It had that kind of vanilla kind of taste, and it wasn't that good. So it's the same thing with Digital Circus. You're over here making it seem like it's the most positive, delicious thing on the earth, when all it is just an animation studio, and it's just another thing that's basically better than Disney Channel. And you're over here making it seem like it's the best thing on earth, when it's not. You're glazing it. And it's legitimately getting to a point where it's kind of scary for this world. Just like Demon K-pop Hunters. You glazed the shit out of it. You glazed the hell out of it to the point where Halloween, everybody was dressed as Rumi. There was nothing else. There was nothing else but Demon K-pop Hunters. Y'all over here talking about there's gonna be a second movie. Where the fuck is it at? I watched it. Again, it's a great movie. It's a great movie. It has a great message. But you guys glazed the fuck out of it. When I tell you glazed it like the most glaziest donut, you glazed that shit until it got sour. You glazed it until it was nothing more. You glazed it until it was legitimately not a movie anymore. But instead it was brain rot. It was something that you can simp over. It was not even a movie anymore. It was something that you used for high profit. It wasn't even something that you use for entertainment. It was something that you got money from, and that right there is just what Digital Circus is. You went from something that was cute, happy, and a nice animation that could have took you far, that could have took you to go all the way to Pixar, but instead you're using it for money. You're using it for something else. You're making it seem like you're not doing it for entertainment anymore, and instead you're doing it for greed. I'm not going to say that you're greedy, but honestly what it looks like is that you're just glazing the shit out of it, and you're taking the glazing and you're making it into a money thing instead of an entertainment thing. And that's when my theory comes into play. So let me just again I'm gonna go on a little rant real quick, because I want y'all to understand what I'm talking about, and I want y'all to get the feeling, because again, I'm not hating on Gooseworks. I'm never going to hate on Gooseworks, but this is mostly not only about her, but it's mostly about the community itself. Stop eating this toy. You're gonna die. Keep in your mouth. Open your mouth. I'm so sorry, guys. This dog is over here trying to eat string from the toy. She's gonna die. She tried to eat my underwear. She's gonna die. Pepper, give me your mouth. You're going to die. Stop eating string. No, because you're going to die. Give me your mouth! So, of course, the situation surrounding the Digital Circus community has reached like a fever peak, and it's not necessarily for the right reasons. You see, from the perspective of a person like me, a child who would absolutely adore Digital Circus like me, I'm 16. Digital Circus for me, because I love animation, I love art. Art is my favorite thing. Art is my hobby. Animation is my hobby. I absolutely adore it. For that, Digital Circus is one of my favorite animation studios that I've ever seen so far. It's a great animation, it has great style, it has great character designs, and for that it has become famous. But watching this unfold from 2026, the community has become a case study in how the culture can be cannibalized from the wrong reason. Instead of it becoming a nice thing, they became a disgusting cannibalistic clan that they claim to love. So here's something that's the issue. And the primary issue is that the Digital Circus community is the shift from appreciation to ownership. Fans have developed such a headcanon, especially regarding the ships, and that in any word from the creator, it contradicts their fantasies. It's met with disrespect, it's met with threats, it's met with viral toll, it's met with all kinds of death threats, it's met with cuss words, it's met with somebody making it seem like their life absolutely positively it's met with things that are making it seem like their absolute positively life depends on it. It's making it seem like they absolutely positively need it and they don't. We saw this when Gooseworks confirmed that Pomni and Jax were going to be the main characters. And automatically, she just got backlash. Automatically, without any hesitation. Not only did she get backlash, but she was super duper harassed on Reddit. And the community has began to treat Gooseworks and the voice actors not as artists, but as service workers who own them specific narrative outcomes. And that right there just makes her whole mental health, not only hers, but many other people, just super duper, just down in the dumps. Just imagine you make an animation and you spend so much time on it. You spend your hard-on work making animations and they never get anywhere. You make so many games, you make so many animations, and people on the internet will go looking for them just to make in front of you, just to talk shit about you. But they don't see them as an artist. They don't see you as an artist. They see you as somebody who just makes animations, and they don't give you the love that you deserve. But once you make something that they really like and you have a bunch of characters that they adore, all of a sudden, oh, you're getting all this love. But then they start making it about them. They start making it seem like everything that you do is an issue. They start begging for stuff. They start screaming and yelling and harassing you to the point where you can't even exist in the same location as them, because they are legitimately going to treat you like absolute positively motherfucking garbage. And you take breaks, and they take those breaks and they make it seem like you have left the community, and it gets to the point where your own animation studio legitimately leaves you because they don't want to be harassed. Your people literally got married, like two people, Kane and his wife, got married. They had their photo out so they can show that their little ship with Gangle and Kane for some reason is not a thing. And they wanted to share that they were married. They wanted to share that they were happy. And instead of that, people started drawing Moon and Kane together, and it made them incredibly uncomfortable. And no one gave a damn about how it made them uncomfortable. Now, we're going to talk about something else. The myth of greed. Now, in my opinion, I'm going to call it the myth of greed. While greed is usually a slur in indie places, like a functional benefit to Glitch Productions, aggressive monetization independence by getting product and getting profit through massive catalog with 100 plus merch items. They avoid selling major products and avoid selling out to major studios that would most likely strike the show to its soul. However, this greed is a double-edged sword. The merch greediness has led to a point where characters within seconds of screen time, like Queenie, receive plushies, making the brand feel more like a storefront than a story. Now, Gooseworks herself has often downplayed the harassment at times making it seem like it's okay, that she's treated extremely fucking poorly. This is likely a defense mechanism to keep their production moving. But honestly, it kind of sets a dangerous position in her case by apologizing for her own creative choices to appear nice in an angry mob. She kind of validates the angry, toxic behavior, and it signals to other people that if I scream loud enough, then they can dictate whatever the fuck I want. And if I yell loud enough, and if I go to your fucking house and egg your place, then you will let me do whatever the fuck I want. And that right there is the reason mostly why Digital Circus now is a bad thing. But here's the twist. This woman cannot do shit about it, which makes it worse. She cannot cuss. She cannot scream, because not only is she going to get in trouble, not only are people going to take that as hostility, but people on the internet are going to try to disrespect her because she protects herself. So just imagine you're over here getting harassed by the exact same community that hoot and hollers that they love you, that they love your animations, that you're such a good person and they love your characters, but in reality all they love is to ship your characters. All they want is what they can get from you, but they don't love you, they don't like you, they don't care for you or your emotions. And if you say anything, all you're going to get in return is hatred. People on the internet like Funky Frog Bit is going to start screaming and yelling and hooting and hollering and talking as a 600 person, talking about how you are a bad person. Junkie Char, even Ariana Grande is gonna hop on the trend and start singing that, "Oh, she's a bad girl. Oh, she's a bad bitch." And everybody on the internet is not only gonna turn against you, but they're gonna make it seem like you're some kind of cussing monster. So just imagine she's literally seeing all of these messages in her DMs and she legitimately cannot say anything, because if she does, some person username 24HelloKitty333 is going to come out of nowhere with screenshots and she's going to escalate the issue, and she's probably not, and she's gonna like, you know how when you take a picture, you can like lower down the bars so they don't see your text message, but they see other people's text messages? Just imagine they screenshot your text message, and then they and then they screenshot the part where you're acting like you're innocent, and they're gonna make it seem like you started the conversation when they started the conversation, and then people are gonna be misunderstood, and they're gonna see that as proof. And just imagine your entire freaking reputation, your entire life, your entire community, everything is gone just because somebody couldn't keep their mouth shut and because of how disrespectful they became. That right there is the most terrible thing I've ever came up with. I swear to God, I didn't even mean to. That came out of absolutely nowhere, but that is true. She legitimately can't even say what she thinks because people are going to make it seem like she's a terrible person, and that's gonna not only ruin her community, it's gonna ruin her life like it's ruining her life now. And it also it creates like a terrible environment where the voice actors and staff are seen as fair game for public execution instead of a minor script detail. Now we're gonna talk about the big thing, motherfucking movie. In my opinion, the announcement of the Digital Circus, the last act of the Theatrcal event combining episodes 8 and 9 is frankly a terrible idea for 3 gigantic reasons. The first one, by releasing the series final in theaters first, Glitch has created a pay not to be spoiled system. Those who can't afford a ticket or don't live near a participating theater will have the ending ruined by social media within minutes of the first screening, which is extremely terrible. Bitch ass, I'm offended. The second one is giving a community this gift After they've spent months harassing you, the staff feels like rewarding a tantrum. It doesn't fix the culture, it just gives them a larger stage to fight on. I'm not joking when I say this. You have had your entire community harass you, disrespect you, give their ass to kiss. They have legitimately doxed your address, and what you do is reward their tantrum. You don't give them what they don't want. You give them what they want. For example, and this is evidence to my freaking theory, you have continued to say over and over and over again, Jax and Pomni are not together, but what you do just gives them what they want, which is a plushie of Pomni wearing a Jax hoodie. On top of that, you continue on the daily basis in every single episode to make it seem like Jax and Pomni are getting closer and closer together. But every single time somebody says, oh, Jax and Pomni aren't together, you automatically debunk it. Ma'am, this is why people are not listening to you. This is why people are not believing you. Because you're sitting here saying that something isn't true, but your actions speak deeply than words. Ma'am. Your actions speak louder than words on so many different occasions. I love ya. I love your animations. I love the way you speak. I love the fact that you take controversy so well. But if you want people to stop thinking that Jax and Pomni are together, then maybe, just maybe, giving them the satisfaction that they want. On top of that, the final one is moving from a free web mobile to a theater gate could literally escalate to a core demographic. If the movie underperforms, or if the hour-long final doesn't meet the impossible hype, the resulting backlash could be the final nail in the coffin for the studio's reputation. I cannot talk worth a mother-hawking damn. Ultimately, by giving them the community, I mean legitimately everything affordable like merch, a movie, and constant engagement, Gooseworks and the Glitch community might be accidentally accelerating the burnout that ends the circus for good. I am not joking when I say this. Now, of course, we're going to go straight back to the greediness, and we're going to say that there is a valid criticism with the sheer volume of merchandise, like plushies, limited drops, and themed accessories. Feels kind of relentless. Like, of course, people argue that it's saturating the market, and it brands risks of burning out its audience. And honestly, the greediness is a double standard. It exploits the hype to ensure that even the fandom turns toxic and abandons the show later. The studio has already secured a capital needing to finish the story. Now, of course, again, my thing about what Glitch is doing right now is she's making it seem like it's completely fine that her community is fucking her entire mental health up. But my problem with Digital Circus is not the community itself. It's not just her. It's the whole entire thing itself. She has the opportunity to shut this shit down. She can legitimately go out and say what is okay, what is not okay. Literally. Even Has Been Hotel themselves has came out one time to tell these niggas, her own community, that they are bad people and what they need to do is shut the hell up, and yet nothing stopped them. You know why? Because you're encouraging their behavior. This is why the movie is a terrible idea. You can look at so many posts as soon as that, like, hold on, let me show you something. Let's see. The Digital Circus Episode 9 final trailer came out yesterday, and it actually came out 22 hours ago. And ever since it came out, I literally have been getting community posts of people automatically, without any hesitation, talking about some. Oh my god, guys, we're cooked. Oh, Jax looks so sad. Oh, Jax looks like this. Oh, Jax looks like that. Oh, Jax. Oh, Pomni. Oh, pour this. Oh, pour that. Oh, chinky, chanky, chanky, chinky, chinky, na. Like, not only are you making it seem like your community is having no effect on your mental health, but you're making it seem like they can have a field day with whatever they want and say whatever they want. And it's the fact that you're not putting your fucking foot down when you need to put your foot down. Because in my opinion, Gooseworks, again, you are a great community. You are a great woman. You have so much to live for. But what you need to do is stop talking like this.
Oh, guys, it's okay. You're completely fine. I'm just gonna delete my Reddit account and everything's going to be fine. Oh, this and that and the third.
Absolutely fucking not. What you need to do is you need to put your foot down. You need to speak up. Because your whole community can go downhill because of this movie. Your whole community can go downhill just because you decided upon yourself that you wanted to put something in motherfucking theaters. Your community is legitimately going to die. Not only is it going to die, but your reputation is going to die. I want to watch the movie, but I am going to be super fucking pressed. Not only am I going to be super fucking pressed, but I'm going to be missing out on something that I clearly enjoy. I'm not being mean to you. I'm never going to be mean to you. But my issue, ma'am, my primal issue is you did a live for episode 8. So why can't you do that movie like you did for episode 8 for episode 9? Why can't you also make it a live? Also, why are you making it seem like it's completely fine for them to harass you? You need to speak up, ma'am. I'm not being mean to you. I'm being honest. You need to speak up. Stop whispering. Yell up. You have a voice. You are the creator. You know shit. It's like Bendy and the Ink Machine. Bitch, you're the creator. You created Bendy. Talk. Speak. If Bendy has the opportunity to turn into a gigantic intergalactic monster from Satan's hellscape, then you have the opportunity to open your mouth and speak. This is how it should go. You need to get on your phone, you need to make an hour-long video like I'm doing, and you need to tell them what the fuck is up. You need to tell them that they need to quit their bullshit. They need to quit the bullshit. They need to stop doing this bullshit. They need to stop running their mouth with bullshit. And anyone who decides to run in their mouth with bullshit again, the bullshitting, the bullshiting, the disrespect, the overall bullshitting, it needs to go. This is how this shit is gonna go. Hey guys, it's Gooseworks. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear nobody in my comment section any motherfucking more. If you guys sit here and say anything, if you make a video about this, you can do what the hell you want. But I am so sick of y'all harassing me. I'm so sick and tired of y'all doing this bullshit to me. I'm so sick and tired of making these animations for y'all, and y'all sitting here turning my $1 million motherfucking community that I created out of my blood, sweat, and tears into something disrespectful. You need to keep your mouth shut. You need to sit there on that videotape and you need to tell them the Funny Bunny is not canon. You need to tell them that Ribbit and Jax, they can be together, because honestly that fucking trailer was giving me second thoughts about Jax's fucking sexuality. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Give me a fucking break. I'm just kidding. You need to tell them that Kinger and Queenie are the only relationship. Kane is married. He's not in a relationship with nobody. There are two relationships in Digital Circus so far. 2. Kane and Moon, those wife and husband. Kinger and Queenie, wife and husband. Those are 2 relationships. Nothing more, nothing less. Until you come out and say that Funny Bunny is canon, I'm gonna continue to stand my foot down and say that it's not canon. Until that shit comes out of your mouth and says it is canon, I'm gonna continue to say that it's not canon. Until you come out of your mouth and say that Zooble and Gangle is canon, I'm gonna keep on being on your side, and I'm gonna continue to say that that shit is not canon. But if you twist it up one day and say, oh yeah, they're canon, me and you were gonna have a motherfucking issue, because I'm over here 10 toes down for your ass. And if you go down to a road where not only is the community down and shit, but you start treating yourself like shit, and you switch up the teams after I'm over here protecting you, after I'm legitimately sitting here telling other people to treat you right, if you switch sides, me and you gonna have an issue. We gonna have a one-on-one fight. Like, me, we gonna squabble. Like, cause I'm over here standing 10 toes down to protect you, to make sure that your mental health is stable. I'm trying to get the word out that your community is terrible, and what you're doing is making it way worse. So I'm gonna stand 10 toes down until you stand 10 toes down. Ow! Now, of course, Gooseworks herself, she occupies a difficult position. She went from a artist to a figurehead of a multi-dollar franchise. Her tendency to interact with people and answering lore questions has legitimately put a purple tag on her back, because people are making it seem like she's too accessible. She has a problem that taught the community that she is pure and they can argue with her, rather than a creator that they can respect. Now, of course, there's a troubling trend where Gooseworks and the glitch product herself seem to have a business as usual front, while the community treats them like absolute positively motherfucking garbage. When I say they treat them like motherfucking positive garbage, I mean it. They treat her like absolute motherfucking garbage. By apologizing for things that aren't her fault, like minor character focus shifts, Gooseworks has legitimately indicated, and she's validating the harassment, and it creates a feedback loop where the community learns that yelling and shouting is gonna magically fix the entire thing, and them cussing and screaming and harassing her and doxing her account and doxing her home is going to get her to do whatever they want her to do. And again, in my defense, her making this movie is exactly what they wanted. If you look at the comic section in the Digital Circus 9 trailer, automatically you can see what I mean. I want you to do that right now. I want you to get off this video, and I want you to get on your phone, and I want you to look at the comic section of the Digital Circus community themselves, and I want you to give me an example of how the goddamn Digital Circus community sucks. Horse ass, horseradish, hot dog water. Because not only can they yell enough that the creator will bow to them, making mistreatment an effective tool for their fan demands. Now, the harassment of the voice actors is another reason why this video is coming out. The toxicity hasn't stopped, and it's because you're not speaking up. The voice actors has faced terrible harassment, including fan speculation on their private health and personal lives. The director of the community no longer sees people behind microphones as human beings, but as emotional content that feed their own desires. Now, of course, the idea of giving the community whatever the fuck they want is troubling. I mean, they're over here giving them affordable merch, a movie, and constant content. It's a dangerous territory, especially with your toxic ecosystem over-delivering acts of appeasement, much like feeding bubble guppies or feeding your dog too much. They're going to make it seem like they can get away with whatever the fuck they want. Much like feeding a spoiled child, it doesn't make them grateful, it makes them more demanding. If you give a movie now, the fans will demand a sequel by next week. It sets an unstable prediction with the creator as its constant money-maker machine rather than an artist. Now, of course, let's talk about this movie one more time. Releasing a movie as an event as rumored or planned could be the breaking point for the fandom, especially if the movie is anything less than a perfect masterpiece. Yes, mother, I took out the trash. If the movie is nothing but perfect, not only will she get more hatred, but especially if they start dropping trailers for the movie. When I tell you, they will start dropping trailers for the movie, and somebody named Doug will be the legitimately first person to sit outside with a camping fucking hat on, and they will be camping outside of that movie theater for the goddamn Digital Circus movie. And somebody will be out with their phone out, and they'll just be like this, recording the whole entire thing, and then they'll post it. And everybody and their mamas will be posting trailers. Not only will it piss people off, but if it's not good enough, they're going to say Glitch is not good enough either. Like, y'all were doing this to the point where I feel like she's going to herself. Because that's the way it's going. Like, a movie introduces gatekeeping, like theater tickets and spoilers, which will only give the toxic parts of the community more bullshit to attack hoes, to attack hoes who cannot see it, or to harass Glitch for selling out to big screens. Now, the effects of the fan service. By trying to keep things affordable and having high quality simultaneously, the whole entire studio will fucking collapse. Not only will it collapse, but lowering prices to appease a loud majority is not a safety net for the animators. The bad thing that could happen is a massive drop in the animation quality due to the budget cuts. Or worse, the show being canceled mid-run because the benefits no longer override the mental cost of producing it. Finally, my favorite thing to talk about in my fucking channel is mental health. Unlawfully, Gooseworks' mental health is the more fragile part of this machine. Burnout isn't just about working hard, it's about working hard for people who hate you. The pressure to make a perfect final while being bullied off social media is a recipe for total physiological breakdown, which you guys don't give a fucking ass crack about. If she continues to prioritize the community over her own boundaries, not only do we risk losing an artist, all because she gave a bunch of good things to people who didn't deserve them, but we will risk somebody good. Not only will we risk the community, we will risk her. Because just imagine one day she doesn't wake up. I'm being so serious with you. Mental health is not something that I play with. Suicide is not something that I play with. And with you, the road that you guys are going on, I'm not putting it past her. The things that she's starting to say, I'm not putting it past her. I have legitimately saved so many people from committing suicide. I would not put it past her that she wants to do that. What the shit? The things that are coming out of the voice actor's mouth, the fact that she's pushing out so much. But one thing that I want to point out is something that you guys have noticed, and something that a lot of people don't talk about. Here's the problem. I'm gonna say this, and I hope that nobody gets mad at me. The merchandise problem. Kinger and Queenie. As soon as an episode pops out, automatically, without any hesitation, will the Digital Circus community automatically start pushing out merchandise just for you. Even though the community itself is absolute ass, they continue on so many different occasions to push out merch and push out Kinger stuff. Like at the end of episode 8, the first thing that you got thrown in your face was Kinger merch with a bucket hat and Queenie. And on top of that, as soon as it came out, they gave another animation about Kinger and Queenie, and then they made it seem like Jax was being happy, like putting mashed potatoes on his head. So my question is, are they using Kinger as a money thing? Because every single episode, how many merchandise has Kinger had? Let's see. How much merchandise does Kinger from Digital Circus have? Several official merchandise items primarily sold through Digital Circus, including a plush, a figure, an anime. Official item often features him holding his hand. Additional fan-made items are available. We got a... How many? I want to see how many. Okay, so he has 2, I think. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, yeah. Okay, so it just depends. So he has him sitting down, which is 1, and then him and Kinger together, which is 2, and then he has a bunch of keychains, so that's 3, and then a Kinger anime pendant charm, which is 4, and then he has other things. So that's 4 merchandises for Kinger. Actually 5, because that counts for the beach plushie and etc. That also counts for the other plushies. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he has either 6 or 5. Just depends on how much merch he got. I think he has like 6 or 5 pieces of merch out. But I just find it super strange that they are using Kinger as a money maker machine. Because if you see how much money they're actually making from just posting a video about Kinger, you would want to look at my theory a little more closely. Because again, I'm not being mean. You can make it. Go ahead and get your money up, girl. Go ahead and get your money up. Get your money up. Because eventually this community is going to the dogs and you're going to have to work at Starbucks. So go ahead and get your money when you need it. Go ahead and get your money, girl. I am not being mean to you. I'm never going to be mean to you. Go ahead and get your paper up. But what I'm talking about is the fact that you're using death as an excuse to get money. Because the community is going towards Kinger and his dead wife. You know, Kinger and his wife is dead. So, you like using emotional status in order to get money. Ah! Damn, I'm good. Up here using death to get money. Digital Circus. What y'all doing? I'm not gonna sit here and say that the community is a bad thing. Yes, it is. I'm not gonna sit here and say that Gooseworks herself is a bad thing. I'm saying that what she's doing is a bad thing. So don't get it twisted. Don't make it seem like I'm making a bad thing at her. No, I'm not. I'm saying that her actions are extremely terrible. I'm not saying that her herself is bad. I'm saying that her choices so far are just absolute dog shit. Absolute dog water. Absolute dog ass cracking. Yolk. Egg. Shit. Her choices are ass. Right now at this moment, her choices are ass. Asinine. But my question is, I want to know, why are you using Kinger's wife's death as a way to get more money in your pockets? Because again, every single time an episode comes out, automatically you throw merchandise at us. Because usually when merchandise comes out, it takes a long time for a community to have merchandise. So that means that before the episode comes out, you already got merchandise just up and ready in a box. And as soon as the episode comes out, then you just throw merchandise out there. You don't even wait 5 seconds for the episode to slowly come into people's brain cells. You just automatically promote that, hey, we got this plushie. Honestly, the first episode, I would understand why you got merch. But every single episode you got merch for something is kind of suspicious. I'm not gonna lie. And I want people to understand. I'm not being mean to you. Get your money up. I'm not being mean to you about getting your money up. I just want to understand, why can't you just wait a few freaking days? Why automatically every single episode we just got merch? We just have to have it. No, you don't. You got enough money. You have so many other animations that you ain't even worked on yet. Girl, you're still over here working on Meta Knight. You're not even finished with the freaking animation with the what that long robotic girl with like the blue hair. You didn't even finish that. You gave us like one trailer in an episode. You didn't even finish it. You didn't finish it. You got so many animations out there, and yet you finished Murder Drones on a goddamn cliffhanger. How you gonna do that? How you gonna finish Murder Drones? Bitch. Her name is Lola. She was a showgirl. But that was 20 years ago when she used to have a show. Now it's a disco. But not for Lola. Still in the dress she used to wear and a painted in her hair. Man, I got that song stuck in my head, and it always has something to do with fucking Murder Drones. And it always be matching. But for real, I want y'all to know that I don't hate her at all. I just want y'all to understand that I kinda got an issue. Not like an actual issue in real life, but I don't really like Glitch at the moment right now because of her actions and the fact that she's glorifying her community and she's making it seem like it's completely fine to be a harasser. Now, honestly, I have been harassed for a long time, and honestly, what she's doing is making it seem like I like it. I don't. It's also making it seem like she likes it because she's glorifying it. She's making it seem like she's validating that it's okay to harass her community. Anybody else, even Corey Kenshin, even Markiplier, even MatPat, which is making me think that she kind of enjoys it. MatPat himself, even though it had nothing to do with him, even though it was the most stupidest thing on earth, he came out as a father. He came out and talked to us the way I'm talking to you, and he came out and told us to stop harassing a female just because of a fan theory. And guess what y'all did? Y'all stopped harassing. Markiplier has came out so many goddamn Jay from the Cub Scouts has came out so many goddamn times and said stop harassing this person, stop harassing this person, what you doing, why you doing this, why you doing that, stop the bullshit. And y'all stopped it. And you're telling me that you can't perk up as much merchandise as you got, as much harassment as you have been through, and you telling me that you can't type a little goddamn paragraph and tell them to leave you alone? Oh yeah, but you can bust out a bunch of merchandise every single episode, but you can't open your mouth and tell them to leave you alone? Okay, lady. Alright. How old are you? Excuse me? Ma'am? You're 31? Ma'am. You're 31. And you're telling me that you can push out all of that merchandise, but you can't tell somebody to leave you alone. You can't tell your community to shut up, but you're 31 and you can push out all that merchandise every single 5 fucking minutes. You can push that merchandise out your ass crack every 20 seconds, but you can't tell me, but you're telling me that you can't tell your damn community, your own community, that you made out your whole blood, flesh, and bread. You're telling me that you can't tell them to leave you alone, but you can push all that merchandise out your ass crack out of absolutely nowhere, out of Casper the Ghost of Booty? Is we serious right now? Enough with the staring contest. I'm just trying to figure out how you can throw all that merch out of your booty crack and not muster the word, no, I don't want to do this, no, this is not real, no, this and that and the third. I'm not going to say that you're a predator, because that's not what I'm going to say, but I'm going to add something to the Colleen Ballinger problem, and it's that Colleen Ballinger likes talking to her fans. That's what you do. You enjoy talking to your fans. You enjoy spoiling shit. You enjoy having full-on conversations with your fans. No, this is not about predatory. No, none of that. No. I'm just putting two and two together for real quick. You enjoy talking to your fans. And that right there is the reason why they push you around. Because you spoil a lot of stuff. Because you don't leave them in suspense like you're supposed to. You just... oh, this is gonna happen. What the fuck you mean this is gonna happen? Let them think about it. Let them make theories. What is you doing? Ma'am, again, you can muster enough money before the episode even comes out to make keychains and book bags. You can muster a bunch of money to make a whole cafe. You can muster enough money to make a whole movie. You can muster a bunch of money to make a fucking chair. You hear me? A chair. A digital circus chair. You can muster enough money to make a digital circus video game. But you're telling me that you can't muster enough confidence to tell your community to leave you alone, but you can muster enough of a personality to make a whole video game. To make a whole restaurant, to make a whole cafe after you, to make a whole Happy Meal after you, to make merch before the episode is even out. You got all this money and not enough confidence. That's crazy. Corey Kenshin was shy before he even became a YouTuber. He has enough confidence to sit down and tell everybody that his teeth are not real. But you don't have enough confidence. A bigger YouTuber than him. You don't have enough confidence to tell your community. Bitch, if I have a small, tiny community, and I, as a 16-year-old, have enough confidence to tell somebody when they are in the wrong, and I'm 16, and you are 31, and you are telling me that you don't have confidence? The person who voice acts the person who voice acts her own character in her own digital circus show. You are a voice actor in your own show, so obviously you are not scared for confrontation. Ma'am, somebody doxed your address and you told everybody, and you had enough confidence to say that? You had enough confidence to say that they need to shut up when it needed to happen, but you don't have enough confidence to tell your community what needs to go down? Yeah, but you have enough confidence to do everything else that involves money. Just wait until my theory comes true, because every single time I say something, every single time I make a theory, it magically pops up. Let me tell you something. I told somebody in my school once that their relationship was not going to work because the person is toxic. You know what happened? They didn't believe me. You know what happened? Literally 2 days later, their relationship was in the dogs. You know why? Because I told them that their relationship was going to suck, and they didn't listen to me. And now look what it did. Now look what you did. Your whole life is ruined. Your whole reputation sucks. Don't it? You should have listened to me. You should have listened to me. You should listen. When I tell you that my predictions come true, them niggas come true. Hold on. Let's think about something real quick. In order for her to get that amount of merch, she has to make merch before the videos start. Every single episode, she makes merch and have merch on top of merch on top of merch. She talks to her fans, but never tells them to stop when things get out of hand. She lets other people deal with her stuff. She lets all her other voice actors deal with the mess and let other people harass her voice actors. But she never speaks up unless it actually affects her, when everything about her community affects her. Her mental health is in the dogs. She can do all of this, but in the same breath can't muster a paragraph telling these people that something isn't real and to stop harassing her. I want to figure out why you are making it seem like it's completely fine for your community to disrespect you. As a YouTuber, if my community was disrespecting me, I would never allow them to continue for years. I would never allow them to get to a point where they are harassing and doxing my address. Even as a big creator, I would never let them slide. And on top of that, what's really pissing me off about you is the fact that you're giving them candy. You're giving them free handouts. You're not taking the shit away. You're giving them handouts. You're like a mother who doesn't care about their spoiled child kicking a pregnant woman's ass in front of them. Like, just imagine you're at a candy store and your mother tells you no, and then 5 seconds later she gives you candy. Like, ma'am, your child is sitting on the floor having a whole fucking tantrum, and instead of you doing something about it, you give them a whole cookie jar. No, that's not how that works. This is what the video is about. You're over here giving cookie jars to a bunch of grown-ass adults who are having a tantrum for something that isn't even theirs. It doesn't even belong to them. And yet they're over here throwing a whole entire childlike fit on the fucking floor, and you're giving them goddamn free handouts. You're giving them a whole movie while they're over there doxing your address. While they are literally threatening to kill the voice actor of Kinger, you're over there giving them chocolate. You're making it worse. You're making it worse. Tell them to stop. Ma'am, you're making it worse by giving them free handouts. If my community was ever doing something like that, bitch, I'm taking everything I gave them. Stop giving them merch. You just gave, for episode 8, you just gave them all kinds of merch. After them harassing you for making Jax the first character, for making Pomni and Jax the first primal characters. They harassed you to the point where you had to delete your Reddit account. Jax, the freaking voice actor of Jax, literally had to come out 1,000 times and tell his own community that they're bad people. The freaking creator of Hazbin Hotel had to come out and defend you, and yet here you are talking about here's some candy. That you're making it seem like it's okay. You're making it seem like if they cry on the floor and swing their little lips around and go hippa-dippa-dippa-dippa-dip, that everything's going to be magical. You are letting them live in their fantasy, and this is why your community is crumbling, because you're not doing anything about it. You are allowing them to dictate how your life is going to go. You are letting random ass 48-year-old people dictate how your anime should go, and instead of you doing anything about it, you are allowing them to dictate how your characters go. You are allowing them to dictate how your character's personality is. You are allowing them to dictate how they are going to treat you. You are legitimately allowing them to ship your characters that you don't want them to ship. But if you don't want them to ship your characters, why are you giving them free handouts? Why are you allowing them to do it? Why are you giving them more things to ship these characters about if you do not want them to ship certain characters? This is why they don't respect you. I respect you, but this is why your community does not respect you. Not only are you lying, not only are you not keeping up anything that you say, but you say something and your actions do not match. Ma'am, you're supposed to be a community creator. You're supposed to be here for entertainment. You're not supposed to be here to gain money and then walk away. Your whole voice actors are in HE double hockey sticks because you don't know how to open your lips and actually speak on the problem. Is no one going to talk about the fact that they're getting death threats? You're making it seem like just because they threaten you, that they're gonna kill you, that they're gonna come to your home, dox your address. Like, what if somebody came to your home? Would you still be giving them free handouts? What if somebody actually came to your home and came and killed you? Would you be in heaven giving them free handouts? No, you wouldn't. You would be upset as spaghetti, and you would be on the internet. You would probably go on hiatus. You would probably go to Florida, wouldn't you? It's not funny. You're supposed to be a community creator for entertainment, not for greed, not to leave when things get bad. Like, every time something goes wrong in your community, you go flee the wrong way. You're 31. Your community is harassing everybody around them. They're harassing me. Every time I say something, they're sending death threats to me. And what you do is you run away. You don't say nothing. You don't try to stop it from reoccurring. No, you run down the hill. What are you fleeing for? This is your community. You made this up. You did this. This is your community. This is your show. What are you running away for? Come over here and face the consequences for your actions, ma'am. Because not only is a bunch of people committing suicide. No. Because I'm being super serious real quick. Not only is your community making people commit suicide, but multiple people in your community are literally dying. I'm not joking. Your community has become so toxic to the point where they are threatening to kill people. And you are not doing anything about it. I'm not joking here. I'm not trying to make it funny. I'm not trying to make a hoo-hoo, ha-ha. This video is to spread awareness that she's not only doing anything about her community becoming super duper toxic to the point where they are threatening to end people's lives, but literally your community is so toxic to the point where they are threatening to kill each other and their own selves just if a character abstracts. Is you done aggressively drinking that water? Let's look at this paragraph that I made. When I tell you I made a paragraph, I'm going to tell you that I made a whole entire paragraph in this comic section, and I'm going to read it. It says, the impact on the digital circus community on mental health has become a focal point of concern. Between fictional characters and the real-world obsession increasingly blurs. The concept of extracting a state of mental health collapse and loss of self within the show has disturbingly mirrored in the fan base, with some individuals expressing genuine suicidal indication or deep depression over the fate of fictional characters. This intensity is often fueled by hyperfixation on headcanons and ships, leading to a toxic environment where fans engage in severe harassment, death threats, and emotionally volatility. I don't know this word. I don't know how I did this. When the story deviates from their personal expectations. And then I said, the situation is further complicated by the perceived I don't know how I got these words. Do not ask me. I just wrote them. Leave me alone. I'm a writer. I write my own book. I just be writing big ass words because they sound good. Leave me the fuck alone, okay? Indication of leadership through the reality is while creators like Gooseworks and Glitch Productions have issued statements commending toxicity and calling for a health in the community, they have often been the targets of that very same harassment, leading Gooseworks to delete social media accounts to protect their own mental health. This cycle creates a vacuum where the loudest and most unstable voices dominate this discourse, leaving many people to feel that the community is a breeding ground for mental instability rather than a space for creative appreciation. And then I gave them a suicide helpline just because. Get your butt out of that closet before we squabble, you black Doberman. Oh my god, Doki Doki got snatched off? Oh no! Doki Doki got snatched the fuck off! No, I love Doki Doki. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. New YouTube report. What is this? New YouTube report shows how online animators are reshaping the entertainment industry. I'm not reading that shit. Here we go.
This is it. The final to Digital Circus is coming June 19th, and as a special surprise, the final will be screened alongside episode 8 starting June 4, 2 weeks early in U.S., Latin America, Japan, and Canadian theaters. Tickets are available now.
Fuck you, fuck your show, and fuck that shit. I don't have any money, and neither does half the goddamn population. Do you not know how industry the money is right now? Do you know how tight money be being these years? And you are doing this? No, but seriously, do you not know how inflation is fucking up people's groceries right now? Do you not understand that we can't even go grocery shopping right now? Do you not know how many people's is broken? You over here talking about some theaters? Bitch, if you don't put that shit on YouTube, the fuck you mean some goddamn theaters? Bitch, put that goddamn thing on YouTube. Anybody got no time for that? My dog is touching me, guys. Hold on, let me give her some attention. You want some attention? You want some attention? Don't you lick me. You keep your licked self, you nasty ass. You keep your tongue to yourself. Go sit. Go. Ma'am, you act like sitting is an infection. Who you growling at? Do you want to squabble? Bite on my blanket one more time. It's gonna be the last time you use your teeth, you gummy goo bitch ass dog. But yeah, this is the whole video, and I legitimately, this video is to spread awareness. This video is not to hate on Gooseworks. This video is for entertainment purposes only, and it's mainly to spread awareness about the conversation, the disrespectful, and the communication problem. So I hope you guys like, subscribe, and turn on notification down below. See the name of this video. If you want to watch more videos like this, subscribe. Bye.